What's going on? So this computer programming university, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do a for loop today. You gotta be careful with these. These are lots of sugar, and that's how you get a little. You know what I'm talking about. All right, let's get right into it. So, for loop. First of all, what's a for loop? For loop, basically, it's a kind of loop, obviously. Loop is something where programming construct where you're repeating something over and over again. Let's say the classic program is hello world. If you did hello world in a loop, it would be hello world, hello world, hello world, hello world, the same thing over and over again, right? So you can repeat a lot of different tasks using a loop. Now there's different kinds of loops, and there's stuff like an until loop, while loop, and in this case we're going to talk about a for loop. In Korn shell or K shell, depending on what environment you're in. Anyway, let's get to the terminal and get the show on the road because I got to get going. So I got to get quick to the point, knock it out. It's real easy, guys. All right, so here's my terminal. I'm actually using Sigwin here for my convenience. All right, so as you can see, for loops are easy, man. I'll show you, but only if you click the like button. So if you guys don't click on the like button, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to leave right now. That's it. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so let's get right to it. All right, no more goofing around. Let's clear the screen. And what the hell did I do? All right, there we go. So let's create our for loop. So I'm going to call it for loop because I'm so creative. All right, so first of all, it's K shell or Korn shell. So I'm going to go ahead and do my insert mode and shebang. Then KSH. That's my interpreter location. All right. So for the for loop, you're going to do for. Well, there's different ways to do this, but the first one I'm going to show you is for variable. So let's say I'm going to in, or think of it as short for insert. For I, insert what? Well, how about a tree, an apple, an orange, a goofball. I'm not a goofball, guys. Come on. Anyway, so these are items that I'm putting into this variable I. Now, the way it's going to work is every iteration of this loop, it's going to replace I with one of these values. First time I is tree. Second time I is apples. Third time I is orange. And the fourth time, I'm a goofball. I'm not a goofball. Come on, guys. Anyway, for I in tree, apple, orange, and goofball. So now we need to say what to do. For I in that stuff, do, and then I can do, you can format this how you want. I like to do it this way. Do, and then what's the action? Let's just say, well, start with the command, right? Echo, I have a $I, right? So every time I go through the loop, it's going to change that value. So it should say, if this is done properly, I have a tree, I have a apple, I have a orange, I have a goofball. All right? And then when we're done, we want to be done. Look how easy that was. All right? Let's get out of here, and we can uppercase ZZ. ZZ top. Well, no top, just ZZ. Automatically saves and exits from your VIM. All right, so now let's go ahead and run this. For loop. Boom! Look at that. I have a tree, I have an apple, I have an orange, I have a goofball. So easy that was? Very, very easy. And I mean, I think it's pretty much self-explanatory how this worked. Now, if I were to change the I to I even, same letter, but this is all case sensitive, right? I have a, nothing, right? Because we screwed up our variable. We're saying to, what the hell just happened? Okay, that's a little weird. Okay, there it is. That was weird. Okay. So we're saying for I in this stuff, but then we never use I, right? We never use this uppercase I. We go and we say echo this non-existent variable. There is no lowercase I, right? That's not the variable that we set, right? Now, if I change this, I click on R, make that a capital I, then I can ZZ and run it. And there you go. It's that easy. So that's the for loop. You can, let's see what else we can do with this. That might be cool. I mean, I can do other things. I don't have to do just one thing. Come on, let's be creative here. I can say that was one iteration. I don't know if I spelled that correctly, but whatever. Get over it. Now, every time it runs through, it's going to say, well, I don't know I did that, but anyway, it's going to say, I have a tree. That was one iteration. I have an apple. That was one iteration. You know what I mean? Another thing I can do, and you could use this for troubleshooting purposes. If you're trying to, write something, you're having problems, you want to see what's going on. What I like to do is I'll potentially have the script or program display what my variable is, so I know, right? So I can say, $I is $I. And I think if I just escape this, it'll take that as a literal $sign and not think of it as a variable, right? Because normally if you see a $sign and a string, it's going to think it's a variable, right? But the first I want to literally say $I, right, is, and then that's the second time it's the actual variable. So it should say tree, then apple, then orange. All right, let's see if this works. Not 100% if it's going to work or not, to be honest, but let's see. Look at that. I is nothing. I is nothing. I is nothing. So the $sign I did escape properly. So it's literally saying $I is, but then it's not showing me the variable because I probably screwed something else up. $I. Oh, it's still, oh, I'm sorry. The variable, we changed it, right? You guys see what the problem is? We changed it. That's a non-existent variable that I'm referring to here. So we've got to make sure everything is matching up, and now it should work. And there you go. I is tree, I is apple, I is orange, I is goofball, and I is having to go back to work now. Hopefully that helped you guys. Let's see, stop sharing. Hopefully that's the right thing to do. Look at that. There you have it. That's how you do a for loop in Korn shell. Unix, Linux, whatever your environment is. This is helpful to you. If this was helpful to you, you know what to do. Click on the like button. Not for my ego, but for YouTube. If you don't like it, if you don't comment, YouTube thinks that the video sucks, right? So support the content that you enjoy by, liking stuff, commenting, and things like that. Also, this is just a little small thing. I do a lot of different videos here. They're great. They help you a lot. I get a lot of positive feedback. But what you really want to do is take my UNIX course. Take my full UNIX course, get certified, get that money, right? Take my full UNIX course, get certified, right? Link in the description. Discounts available to subscribers only. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And I got to go. So I'm out of here.